Mike, see, I can't hear.
Check.
Okay, there. Test.
That's good.
Can you hear me? That's good. Yeah, right there. And then
that's better. I can hear that.
Test. Yeah. Yeah, because I couldn't hear. It was tough. Good afternoon and welcome back to the U.S. Cellular Center on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Digital Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Dar Danielson along with Lance Reno as we get ready to bring you our second match here on Court 2, the 5A quarterfinal. Number 3 seed West Des Moines Valley at 40-3 taking on number 6 Ankeny at 31-12. And the winner will go on to meet Ankeny Centennial, which won 3-1 over Dowling in the first matchup here on court number 2.
These teams are not any strangers to one another, Dar, as they have met 3 times during the regular season, and Valley took all 3 by scores of 2-1, 2-0, and 2-0.
And we're a little behind here on this court since the first one over there, they finished Cedar Falls in straight sets over Waukee. And so they're just getting started with their lineups and everything over there. Then we'll get over here and get ours going. But, yeah, you talked about that, Lance. Ankeny beat Marshalltown 3-0 and Ames 3-0 to advance. Valley did beat East 3-0 and a good Johnston team 3-0 here to advance to this one. So for Ankeny, again, we talked about it, the team coming in with the lower seed. We saw Dowling in that first. They got behind, but then they made a big run, coming back, winning the second set. But the thing is, falling behind is tough here at the state tournament because you talked about it. The nerves start ramping up a little bit. The serves that were dropping in go a little long as you're just trying too hard to get back in it.
You saw that, I think, with Dowling there. They had enough energy to win that third game, and then when they needed it, and it was close in game 4, that energy had just kind of dissipated a little bit, and I think you'll see that maybe happen here. Those 2 teams were no strangers. These 2 teams that we have in this one, quarterfinal, no stranger to one another either. So,
in Valley, it's their they have 4 starters back from the runner-up squad last year. They were, if I remember right, I think they knocked out Centennial last year, but they're looking for their first ever state volleyball title. They got the girls' basketball title here a couple years ago. Now looking for the first volleyball title, while Ankeny has 4 state championships, last in 2009 before the school split up. And so a little history here, but Valley will see a couple sisters, Maddie Kubik and Hayden Kubik, a couple of the good players for Valley here. And Kubik, the big hitter for them, with 480 kills coming in, but her sister Hayden, the freshman, has 284. So those 2 are a couple of the big hitters there for them. For Ankeny, Elizabeth Vlasic, 348 kills, will coming in, will be the one to look at for them here today.
One thing that jumps out at me is, we mentioned in the last matchup, the blocks that the team has and the height as they compare across that front line. These 2 teams are probably more evenly matched height-wise, so the edge might go to Valley a little bit at 6'6" on that front line. Valley with 255 blocks, Ankeny with 411. we saw that percentage on the last game that you pointed out that was very important in giving the Centennial that, as Dowling was having trouble with the 1.149% on the attack, and Centennial was at 0.462.
462, yeah. So we're here getting ready for the second 5A quarterfinal of the day and the first day of the girls' state volleyball tournament. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more here on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
At Fairway, we're all about fresh. Fresh ingredients, refreshingly low prices, and now, fresh new offerings store-wide. Come try our new convenient grab-and-go meal kits. Discover an even bigger selection of the brands you love. And see how we've updated our stores to make every shopping trip easier, faster, and fresher. Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
We are back here on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network. Dar Danielson and Lance Reno. It'll be the Ankeny Hawkettes taking on the West Des Moines Valley Tigers. And getting ready for the starting lineups here today. And in just a second, we'll go to our PA announcer for those. Is underway on the other court there. It's Cedar Rapids Jefferson and Linmar.
IGHSAU, who represent each county with a certificate of recognition
I'm for that. Let's play some volleyball. Well, we're not going to play, but we'll call the game for you here. Dar Danielson, Lance Reno.
I'd have trouble walking under the net, Dar.
Well, I don't know if I want to face some of the hitters you have out here, man.
We saw two pretty good ones, one for each team in that opening game, and I'm anticipating probably we'll see the similar strategy going on here in game 2.
Yeah, I got a feeling we are. We're going to see some good hitters. The Kubik sisters are a couple here that we'll see. And Maddie Kubik, she was the Gatorade Player of the Year last year, and All-Stater, one of the leaders for the Tiger team. And of course, Ankeny, always in the mix, and seems like all sports, their first time to the state tournament since 2015 here, but getting ready. The coaches in the huddles here, and the starting lineups were brought to you by Buena Vista University, located in Storm Lake, Iowa. Buena Vista University is in the center of the action. You'll have to see it to believe it. Buena Vista University.
And we don't have two white team colored uniforms to look at. We got contrast.
That's good. Yeah.
Although the libero hasn't changed the color of her uniform for Ankeny, still in the maroon. Your thoughts coming into this one? Even matchup?
Well, you got to give a little bit of the edge to Valley with, but we'll see it again. It's Ankeny, nothing to lose here. They're going to come out and, I believe give Valley all they can handle. Valley will start it out here. Shea Fuller serving for the Tigers. Bumped up, and Valley will handle it off the block. And that one a little long by Hayden Kubik. And point to Ankeny. And as we talked about, there's always a few of those first
jitters
as you get them out of your system.
That was a strong hit.
It was. Lombardi bumps it back there to Kubik. Now outside, and kept alive there. Over to Hayden Kubik. That time she drives it home for the kill.
She's only a freshman.
And playing with her senior sister, Maddie. A good combination there, and she'll go back now to serve. Kubik. Back row, handled, set back. Cross court is wide on the kill attempt there by Vasic. And it's 2-1 Tigers. Maddie Kubik serving again. This one goes wide. Can they get it out of the net over there? They're going to have to try hard to get it over. They can't.
They're going to say no.
Nope. Once you get in that area, it just depends on how close it is to the net. And Maddie Kubik serving again. Pushed up. And that's long on the hit by Doherty. 3-1 Tigers with the early lead here. Set number 1. Winner faces Ankeny Centennial, the winner of our first match. And that one goes long. So some early long hits here by both teams. Taylor Richards that time got under it. And Hayden Kubik will serve again. That one goes long on a service error. (4-2). The libero, Casey Behrens, will serve now for the Hawkettes, trailing 4-2. Handled by Kubik. Over to the other Kubik. Across. Behrens. Now set at the net and over. Kept alive by Behrens. Set outside for Kubik. She'll dump it in. Handled. Set back across. Handled by Lombardi, the libero. Kubik. And she gets the kill off the hands of Taylor Richards. Maddie Kubik.
We had about 4 exchanges that time back and forth. That's one of the longer ones we've seen so far today.
Good little rally. Peyton Lombardi, the libero, sophomore libero, to serve for the Tigers. And dump right back over at the net. You don't want to leave it hanging there for Maddie Kubik because
she knows where to hit the ball.
She knows how to finish it off, doesn't she? So her gets the kill there. Served by Lombardi. Quick set out and blocked. At the net, Curry up there. Now Valley will push it up. Curry, cross court, handled. Set up by Behrens and down for the kill. By Ankeny. That kill will go to Isabel Vasic. 7-3. Ankeny. Set up and the kill by Olivia Curry, the junior. 8-3 Valley. And Curry will go back. And in is Jasmine Spann, another one of the set of sisters here for Valley. A serve by Curry. They'll set it over back to this side, blocked. And through. Point. And I think Fiona Schrader got that one. And it'll be 8-4. Malia Doherty in. Substitutions today brought to you by IMT Insurance. Cross court, Kubik. Maddie Kubik with the kill. She's averaging about 5 a set on kills. And now Valley serving. Kubik. Up 9-4. Quick set in the middle. Blocked. In there by the Tigers. Allison Blythe up in the middle. Ankeny wants a timeout. They trail now 10-4 here in the first set. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Back on the Mid-American Energy Iowa High School Girls Sports Network, Dar Danielson and Lance Reno just a time out there to try to settle the run down here for Ankeny.
Neither team has been able to get more than 2 points back to back as far as this first segment of the game is concerned.
Maddie Kubik serving for Valley. They're up 10-4 in the first set. Blocked back in there by Hayden Kubik and Allison Blythe at the net. And it's 11-4 Tigers. Kubik serves it middle of the court, back set, and a little wide. Lombardi handles that one. Over to Kubik, and it's going to drop in there. Hayden Kubik with the kill. And it'll go back to Maddie Kubik, the senior. And that one drops in for an ace. Man, that
5 in a row.
Dropping like an off-speed pitch there, Lance.
It looked like Kershaw's curveball. It's 12-6er.
So 13-4 Valley. That one to the left, and they can't return it. A second ace serve in a row here for Maddie Kubik. You build a 10-point lead. This one into the middle again. Had a little trouble handling it. Now they'll have to get it over. Kubik. Now back to Kubik. She dumps it in. At the net. Up and the big hammer down there. Sarah McCullough with the kill. For the Hawkettes, her first kill of the match. And that flips it back over after, what was that run?
A run. It was 8-3, 9-4. Now it's 14-5, so it was a 6-point run.
Lombardi, the Lombero handles it. And that's handled by the Hawkettes. Set outside. Cross court to Lombardi. And it's not going to get across. Off the hit by Taylor Richards.
Both teams are serving from the corners rather than in the middle of the court.
McCullough serves it to Lombardi, the libero. And that drops in, dumped over by Jasmine Span. What are the two sister sets here, JC and Jasmine? And now in is Grace Hinkle, an IMT substitution, serving Iowans since 1884. You can be worry-free with IMT insurance. Go to imtins.com today. And that one's long. Grace Hinkle, we've seen many more service errors to start this match than we saw in the first one, Lance.
Don't know whether it's nerves having to wait around from the time they got here before they can play. Don't know what it is.
Coming in for Ankeny. And Ankeny serves now, trailing 15-7. Set up by Curry, and the kill put away by Jasmine Span. Now here comes Shea Fuller in to serve.
She's a left-hander. Gives it a little different spin, a little different look across the net.
Valley serving 16-7. First set. Back across and handled the back. Kubik now comes up and drops it right down the middle. Maddie Kubik with their second kill. And Shea Fuller will drop back to serve for the Tigers with a 10-point lead here, first set. Bumped up by Behrens, and that's not going to get across. Just having a little trouble with the handling the serve here, Lance, the Ankeny Hawkettes.
And that's not what you want at this point of the game because Valley's starting to pull away.
This one handled by Behrens, libero. Set it back, and that one is going to drop in off the Taylor Richards.
You saw that spin, didn't you, on
Yep.
that, from that left-hander?
She came with a little cut shot on that, didn't she? And spun it down there. And
I think
now
Ankeny's got a timeout.
Timeout by Ankeny here on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network. Hi to all the Valley fans. Hi to all the Ankeny fans. The ones that aren't here, looks like a good contingent. Drove over from Central Iowa, Lance. And
Anybody left to shut the door?
Yep. And then I know there's always grandpa and grandmas, cousins and aunts watching from afar to watch these teams. And hi to you today, too, and thanks for watching here. As Richards will serve for Ankeny. They're trying to get out of a hole here, a 10-point hole, and Kubik keeps it alive.
Maybe.
Yep. Now, back set. Cross court is wide. Is there a touch? Nope, it's wide, so that'll be point to the Tigers. And Hayden Kubik will come back to serve. And into the net. Doherty, point Tigers, 20-8. Here's the Kubik serve. Go low to get it, now have to scramble to get it across, and it's off the block. Point to the Hawkettes.
Leaders start at Central College, and scholar athletes succeed on the court and in the classroom. In the past year, 112 Central College student athletes received academic all-conference recognition. Learn how to be more than a spectator by visiting www.central.edu.
Here's the libero serving for Ankeny. Back set, Kubik with the hammer down. Maddie Kubik.
That one, Dar, was a rocket shot. Hardly any chance for any of the Ankeny Hawkettes to return that thing.
21-9. Peyton Lombardi will serve. Off the substitution, the IMT insurance substitution. Handled in the back row. Now back set. Across the court, Kubik. It's Hayden. Now Maddie will drop it over. Libero Behrens. Dumped it in there, but Valley's right there. Now quick drop in.
Sneaky.
Shea Fuller, the setter, she's got some of those. I saw a couple of their matches in the Cellular Regional Final net. She has some moves like that. Here's the serve, where it looks like she's going to set it and she'll just drop it in. Handled back row. There's Fuller, sets it back. This time cross court is wide by Curry. Olivia Curry sends it wide, and 22-10.
Fuller's almost like a point guard out there with the way she drops it off.
Vasek serving for the Hawkettes. They set it out wide to Kubik. Oh, good job by the libero. They handle that hot shot. Now back over. Set it in the middle. Dump it in there, but right there is Fuller. And Kubik that time goes with the off-speed drop over the net. And the softest kill she's had so far today, kill number 4. Carly Weber coming in for the Hawkettes, your IMT insurance substitution.
Tigers have 8 kills to 3 for the Ankeny Hawks.
Olivia Curry with the serve, and it's going to go long. Good decision by the Hawkettes. They kind of looked at it and then let it go, and it went long. And back in comes Taylor Richards. And serving will be Malia Doherty. And a fault on the serve. I think she stepped over the line. So a service error there, and that sets us up for set point. First one of those we've seen today. Here's Maddie Kubik. Set point. And that goes wide. And again, another thing you'd mentioned earlier, you're in a new setting here, even though you've been to state before, Lance, with the crowd around you. It's a whole different setup than playing in your home gym. Usually in the home gym you have crowd on both sides. Here you have the crowd up above and all that. But here's Ankeny serving 24-12, and that's it. And the Tigers will take the first set on a service error, 24-12. Here, they're up 1-0. We'll be back with the second set after this on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
At Fairway, we're all about fresh. Fresh ingredients, refreshingly low prices, and now, fresh new offerings store-wide. Come try our new convenient grab-and-go meal kits. Discover an even bigger selection of the brands you love. And see how we've updated our stores to make every shopping trip easier, faster, and fresher. Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Have to get their feet here on the pavement and be. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
you must be boring.
This is a magical place.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea. And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded. But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
We're back on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network. Dart Danielson, Lance Reno. Valley took the first set, and a similar story to that first match, Lance. A negative hitting or kill percentage, attack percentage here for Ankeny, but Valley at 417, and no blocks by Ankeny. Really, only one by Valley, but serving and kills, 12-6 kills, Valley to Ankeny. So here's Ankeny serving from your left to the right, and that one's long, and there's another service error. We've had, well, that'd be 9, I think, between the two teams, or 10 between the two teams. So Tigers serving now, 1-0. Set up there by the libero. Cross court, Lombardi handles it for Valley, dropped in by Kubik. Kubik pushes that up, set outside for the other Kubik, Maddie. And that one goes wide. 2-0 Valley.
Pretty good volley back and forth that time, and it was just a matter of which team was going to be able to get their shot to their spot.
Here's Maddie Kubik, or Hayden Kubik rather, the freshman, serving. And there's a hard shot on the outside by Isabel Vasic. 3 kills for her. And Taylor Richards will go back to serve, the 5'10 senior. Set up for Kubik, and she drops it down. Maddie Kubik. Her 5th kill of the match, and it's 3-1 Tigers.
That must be a cumulative total on the kills up there, I think, with the aces.
Yeah, for the match. That one's handled by the libero. Now bumped up, they'll have to get it over. They drop it in, a nice little play there. To sneak that in, Fiona Schrader, or was that
Vasic.
Vasic. It was 12, not 21. Casey Barons, the libero, serving. Handled by Kubik, now dropped over. Barons kept it alive, and that's off of Lombardi. A hot smash by Vasic. She gets her 2nd straight kill there, and that's 5 for her. And Casey Barons will serve again. We're tied 3-3. Oh, almost a mishandled there. Lombardi gets it over. Now set in the middle. Blocked. Set outside and blocked back. Doherty tried to get the kill, but it's blocked at the net. Curry up there, one of them. And now she'll drop back to serve. Olivia Curry. 4-3 Tigers. Second set they lead after taking the first set, 25-12. Dumped over Lombardi. Handles it. Curry back. And into the block and down for the Tigers. And Maddie Kubik credited with the kill on that one. Set up. They'll have to get it over. A little miscommunication there. Lombardi dives in, keeps it alive. Handled by Richards. Now cross court. Now dump it in. Curry gets it. Lombardi outside to Kubik, and she kills it.
She got the good angle that time off the right sideline.
Well, they just know where to set her up. And watching that, you know, you have the great player, but you got to get her the ball, and they've been able to do that, Lance.
In the right spot.
Yeah, in the right spot. Curry serving, 6-3, Valley. Curry backs at it. Oh, and nice attempt there by Taylor Richards, but couldn't quite get the hand on it. Now like Richards will come out.
It looked like an afterthought of reaching out trying to knock the ball.
Wessel's in for
the Hawks.
For the Hawkettes, IMT Insurance substitution. She handles the serve right away after coming in. Cross court by Doherty. And that was touched, so that'll go down as a span kill, I believe. Her second one. That's Jasmine Span, a senior.
6 straight points now for Valley.
Curry with the serve, drops it in the middle, handled by Barons. Now they got to scramble to get it over. Hayden Kubik dropped in there by Maddie, and it's wide. So one of her first missed hits of the day. And Elizabeth Fossick will go back to serve for Ankeny. And that'll go wide. Well, you really can't help yourself unless you get that serve in. And been a little bit of an issue here for the Hawkettes and so far. Well, Maddie Kubik serving. Pushed over. And that's going to go wide, a touch. So to be Valley point. 10-4 Tigers.
Here again, they're starting to open up a little bit of a margin. Ankeny's trying their best to keep that from happening.
And kept alive. Now Curry sets it outside to Hayden Kubik, and she drops it in there. Ankeny, nope, they can't get it into the net. I think Fiona Schrader had to try to dive to keep it alive, and she slid across the line into the net. So it's 11-4 Valley. And Maddie Kubik serves it. Cross court, handled by Curry. Lombardi pushes it up in the middle. And Kubik is there, Maddie. Here's Hayden Kubik. And it's touch, so it's a point for the Tigers. And a kill for Hayden Kubik. Maddie Kubik looks to the coach, kind of seeing where he wants her to put it. It's down the right sideline, straight down there. Now drop over. Nice little dump over the top there by the Hawkettes.
Found an opening there in the defensive line as Valley was up close to the net, and then they had their other three back at the end line.
Yep, I think that was McCullough.
Yeah.
There's the serve. Set it back there off the hands of Libero into the crowd.
First one up into the peanut gallery today.
And in Cameron Annenson in for Valley on an IMT insurance substitution. She'll be serving here. And a hard serve, and they can't handle it. There's an ace serve for Annenson. You like that as a coach, Lance, to see a player come off the bench and score you a point right away. As we'll see, Isabel Vosick come back in here, replacing Carly Weber for the Hawkettes. Visit imtins.com. INT Insurance are sponsoring our substitutions today. Now to get it across, free ball there. Doherty gets it. Now Curry back sets it, and a drop over, didn't quite get there as Taylor Richards was right at the net to keep it from getting across. And back to service, Sarah McCullough. Scheib on the substitution for Ankeny, and that one into the net. 15-6 Valley. Shea Fuller back in for the Tigers, replacing Jasmine Spann, I think. Or was it Curry?
Curry.
Well, Spann went out too, didn't she? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Fuller with the serve. Back set, over. Handled by Kubik. And handled in the back row. Now set up in the middle. They got out of there. Now Kubik will just send it over. Hayden Kubik. And the point to the Tigers. Fifth kill for Hayden Kubik. Maddie Kubik leads with 7.
It's an 8-2 run for Valley since it was 8-4 about halfway through this game.
And Carly Weber serving for the Tigers. Sends it across the court. And that's going to be a hard kill. And that'll go to Taylor Richards, her third.
Ankeny looking for that player to give him a spark and get 3 or 4 points in a row here.
Hoping it's Fiona Schrader on the serve. Drops it in there in front of Lombardi for an ace. Will that get the run started? We'll see. 16-8. Ankeny, they're down a set here in this 5A quarterfinal. Another hot one handled by Kubik this time. And then set, that hit the antenna, so that'll be a point to Ankeny. As the set a little off there, so Fiona Schrader, the 6-foot sophomore setter. Couple serves in a row here. The Hawkettes try to call back into this. And that one goes long. Point to Valley. Hayden Kubik goes back to serve now for the Tigers. Drops it into the middle, handled by Barron's libero. Now they'll get it over. Lombardi bumps it outside. Doherty got it. Now handled again by Valley. Lombardi got into the net on that one. Yep. Came over trying to pass that back and got into the net there, which is a violation, and it's 17-10 with Taylor Richards back to serve for the Hawkettes. Kubik, cross court, handled by Behrens. And Richards tried to put it down, but it's blocked by Curry.
Good timing that time at the net by Valley.
Allison Blythe in for Valley, an IMT insurance substitution. Peyton Lombardi back to serve, leading 18-10. Outside, Richards gets the kill. Or excuse me, that was Doherty with the kill. Malia Doherty on the kill, and that'll send Casey Behrens back, the libero, to serve. Set outside for Kubik, and it's down.
When she gets that amount of time to go up and angle it, she has that spot. It's just almost an automatic for her.
And you almost see the defense freeze, not knowing,
yeah,
do I move or do I stay or what do I do? And she's in the air and has a way to place it. 19-11. And that one just tapped back across by Blythe. Third kill for Allison Blythe, the senior. Curry on the serve. Behrens, libero, handles it and blocked, but Behrens keeps it alive. Still kept it alive. And across the line, I think was Ankeny.
I think the foot went across the line under the net.
Yep. So 21-11. Curry serving for the Tigers. Second set, they lead 1-0. Behrens handles it. Oh, into the bench, but they're able to play it. Cross-court kill by Kubik. Maddie Kubik puts it down. Curry serving again. And that one into the net. I think I jinxed her. I was about to say she had a string going, Lance. Kind of like the old free throw shooter jinx, but now we'll send Isabel Vasic back to serve for Ankeny. They got some work to do. Lombardi bumps it up, and can they keep it alive? Behrens does. Gets it over. Quick push up to Curry. Now try to dump it over, and we say into the net. They're saying Curry was into the net. So it's a point for the Hawkettes. Down by 9 now. They cut it below double digits here. Still got a lot of work to do. Curry back over to Span. Now quick push over, but Valley's there. Curry. And nice job by Behrens. Now Behrens goes over, keeps it alive. The libero moving all over the place. Now dumps it over. Kubik. There's Lombardi, the libero, and that's long. I just like saying that. Lombardi, the libero, libero.
Poetic.
Rolls off the tongue,
And Ankeny's got a little momentum going here
Yeah.
since you talked about couldn't get it going.
They've cut it down to 8 now. 22-14 in the second set, trailing a set. Kubik to Curry, back to Kubik, and it's down. And that's a good way to kill off a run.
With authority. And again, that's that same spot, same angle.
And double-digit kills by Kubik. Lydia Blatt in to the lineup for the Hawkettes, replacing Isabel Vasic, the IMT Insurance substitution. And they got to get it over. They do! It looked like they were panicking a little bit there, Lance, but they got the nice play on the ball and got it over.
And chose the right spot. Valley was just kind of watching like they thought Ankeny wasn't going to get it up there. 8-point differential.
And handled there in the back row. Set outside, and it's going to fall. And the hit by Taylor Richards drops in for the kill. She's got 4. Leaders start at Central College. Learn how to be more than a spectator by visiting central.edu. Central College. Curry back sets it. Handled back there by Weber. And off the block. Hawkettes keep it alive, and going up is Fiona Schrader against the block and pushes it over. Hawkettes hanging on, Lance.
That one had some spin on it, and both teams had trouble getting it to go back to the other court. Ankeny's on a roll.
Doherty serving for the Hawkettes. Curry sets it over to Hayden Kubik, and that puts it away.
Nobody able to get back there and guard that corner.
So 6 kills for Hayden Kubik. Her sister has 10. And in is Cameron Annenson once again to serve for the Tigers with set point here, 24-17. Oh, and that one came a little long, and it's going to be a point. Tigers, they'll take the second set, 25-17. Here they take set number 2. We'll be back with the third set after this on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
Whether it's Meatball Monday, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday Wing Night, or Love Me Tenderloin Thursday, Friday Fish Dinner, Saturday Stir Fry, or Savory Sunday Strips, the only place to get your meat is from Fairway. Farm fresh, premium quality, butcher cut, Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
You just have to get their feet here on the pavement and big. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
All you have to
They
do
say
is
Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up! Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea. And afternoon tea.
And anytime tea.
And we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say Storm Lake, Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded. But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
We're back on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network. Darn Danielson, Lance Reno. Valley up, taking the second set 25-17, but Ankeny, Lance, picked up the attack a little bit. 219 attack percentage in that second set, and Valley's dropped just a little bit to 353. So getting more attack, and that's showing they only scored 12 points in the first set. They scored 17 here. Right. So they need to bump it up a little more to get this third set to keep it alive.
By picking up their team attack percentage, it knocked Valley's down as well.
And
you get my drift.
Yeah.
Improvement.
27 digs from Valley, 22 for Ankeny.
The blocks jumps out at me. Valley with 4 and Ankeny with only 1.
So Shea Fuller will start the third set here for the Tigers. And that's Lombardi. Cross court, Kubik dug out of there. by Richards. Set across, and Kubik with the kill, Maddie Kubik. See, we got Maddie Kubik, Olivia Curry, J.C. Spann out there, Lombardi, Hayden Kubik. And here's Shea Fuller serving. Oh, and Barron's, it was a hot one, but she handled it. And here's Lombardi, the other libero. And back in. Valley keeps it alive, though, off the block. And into the block. That time, Curry and Spann, or excuse me, Curry and J.C. Spann go up. And that'll be the 5th kill for Richards. Kept alive. Barons now bumps it up and over. Kubik handles it, goes back outside. Now Curry gets the kill as it goes off the block, out of bounds. And that'll be Curry's 2nd kill. Cameron Annenson in. Their IMT Insurance substitution. Visit imtins.com today. And Annenson will serve, the serve specialist there. And that one's wide. Point Valley, 3-1. Took the first set 25-12, the second set 25-17. They like to close it out, but the Hawkettes, they want to play some more here at the state tournament. Set in the middle and kept alive over there by Fuller. Now set outside, cross court kill is there by Malia Doherty. That's 2 kills for her. And Malia Barons, the junior libero, will go back to serve. Or Casey Barron, excuse me, the junior libero. And that's Kubik with the kill.
Again, good spot for her return.
And that's a dozen kills for Maddie Kubik. Peyton Lombardi in the orange libero jersey to serve. And that one just popped over.
Excuse me?
And Ankeny, they can't even believe it. Taylor Richards puts the hands to her face and almost embarrassed by that point, but a point's a point, Lance. It just dropped over the net and kind of left everybody flat-footed.
They were kind of smiling where they turned so the coach couldn't see it.
Yeah, there's a dump over, but handled by Ankeny. Now they'll have to get it over. Barons bumped up. And Curry came in for the kill, but couldn't get it. We're tied up, Lance.
First tie.
And now Coach Jeremy Meixel wants a timeout here for Ankeny. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Looking at the stats here, you're talking about Maddie Kubik. When you look at her season stats, in 94 sets, she had 480 kills. That is a pretty good number.
And averaging 5 a set. She's got 12 here through 2 plus. So she's going to get to that average if it keeps up.
She has almost as many as Ankeny has as a team.
There's a setup by Fuller to Kubik, and right down, and Casey Barons did all she could to try to dig that out of there, but it goes down as kill number 13. Olivia Curry, the junior, goes back to serve for the Tigers. Up 5-4 now. Handled by Richards. Back set over there by Schrader, and that'll be out.
When you see when you see Ankeny kind of set their defense, they're almost daring Valley to serve it to the other side of the floor from where we're sitting. 3 here and 3 on the baseline.
And that one's long. Service error, and that'll be point to the Hawkettes, 6-5. Malia Doherty, the junior, will go back. Let's see if she can get a string going here. The Hawkettes have not been able to get a lot going on their serve. Curry sets it, and that one's dropped right in there by Allison Blythe.
Looked like communication that time for Ankeny's defense.
Hayden Kubik comes in for Antonsen on the IMT insurance substitution. Maddie Kubik will go back to serve. Handled by Ankeny. Now they'll have to get it over. Lombardi bumps it up. Curry sets it back, and Kubik drops it in.
Found the gap between the defenders, and the Hawks defense couldn't get back quick enough.
Kill number 14 for Maddie Kubik. Ankeny just dumps it over. Nice play there.
Schrader.
By Schrader. I think she saw there wasn't a lot of room to pick that out and set it, Lance, and
there was.
Made the smart move and just pushed it over. And it's 8-6 Tigers with McCullough serving, the senior. Lombardi almost mishandled that, but they keep it alive. Schrader over, and Kubik gets it. Curry over to the other Kubik. Cross court. And the kill by Taylor Richards. Hawkettes pull back within a point on the 6th kill by Taylor Richards.
Good passing that time. Set it up for Ankeny, and they found the opening along the left side of the floor. We're a 1-point game now.
Lombardi to Curry to Kubik and down.
That's the second one in a row that she's gotten in that spot.
Yep, right in that corner. She spreads it all over the court. Here comes Casey Behrens back in for Ankeny, and back in to serve is Grace Hinkle for the Tigers on your IMT insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMT. Deep serve, handled, now back set. And that's Kubik right to the net. Curry keeps it alive, but she stepped over the line. You got that tiptoe when you get up close to the net. You got to try to get it out of there without stepping across the line and faulting or running into the net, Lance.
And that time it just didn't work for her.
Schrader on the serve. Ankeny trying to tie it up again. They were tied up at 4-4. Lombardi.
They just did.
Rare wrist handle. Not happy with herself there. And that's an ace serve for Schrader.
Second tie of the game.
Schrader serves in that deep right corner. That lefty. And this time Lombardi handles it. Right back at Schrader. Now Richard sends it over. Set in the middle and down.
With authority, J.C. Spann.
Spann with their first kill. Here comes Shea Fuller to replace Jasmine Spann, the other Spann. There's J.C. and Jasmine, and Hayden and Maddie Kubik. And there's another family lineage we'll talk about here in just a second if we get time. On the serve by the Tigers, 10-9. Schrader sets it, and boom, but handled. Set in the middle by Fuller and dropped in there by Hayden Kubik. Over. What a play by Schrader.
Nice save.
Kubik drops it in, though. Dumps it in there. And Maddie Kubik gets kill number 16, I think. Or is that 15? 15.
Looks like 15.
Shea Fuller serving. And that goes long. And man, Lance, anything that Ankeny wanted to do was stay close. Don't let Valley go on a big, long run. And so far they've managed to do that in this set.
They've looked a little more confident in what they're doing out there. And that's carrying over. They're getting some good shots in the good spots.
Barron serves it to the other libero, Lombardi. Sit back. Kubik handles it in the back row. Fuller sets it in the middle and off of Kubik, back the other way. Here's the other Kubik, and off of a diving Schrader, out by Maddie Kubik. So talking about it, the sisters, and then Lombardi, she has Bo, who was the brother of the quarterback on the Valley playoff football team, and then Rocky, who got his first start last week and was freshman of the week in the Big Ten for Michigan State. So
very athletic family.
A lot going on with the Lombardis.
Are there any more down the line?
I was talking with one of the coaches, and there may be. I'm not sure on that for sure, but there might be another one.
We've seen over the years, too, Ankeny has had several families.
Yeah, you get a lot of them
athletes
coming through there. So in is Cameron Annenson to replace Hayden Kubik.
The officials making sure here on a substitution that there was no substitution error.
Yeah, you get so many per match, and they keep good track of that. And there's a block, but Schrader now sets it out. Cross court with the kill is Malia Doherty.
That was well placed.
Or was that? No, that was Richards, wasn't it?
Yep.
Taylor
Yes.
Richards.
Well placed on her return across the net. Ankeny's hanging in here tough.
Here's Isabel Vasic to serve for the Hawkettes, trailing by one, and I think there's a rotation problem here on Ankeny. Yeah, there was, so it's which player has to be above the line and which is back. With the official talking to him, so.
Is that the scores bench that catches that, or is that on the
I think that official does, yeah. But anyway, so it goes back to Lombardi serving. Schrader sets it outside. Cross court handled there. Kubik off the block, it goes out. The Tigers now back up by 3. Ankeny's tied it, just unable to pull ahead and get a string going here. Lombardi on the serve. Schrader, and that one off the hands, goes out. Point to the Hawkettes.
It's about the third time that Ankeny's been in this position within 2, trying to get a roll going here.
Vasic, they give her the kill on that. She's got 6. Now she goes back to serve. Lombardi. Fuller. Curry tries to finish it, can't. Fuller again. Sets it. Kubik. Now look for the quick dump over. They get it, but right back, but Fiona Schrader handles it. Now Schrader again. Fuller comes in. Lombardi back sets it. And Kubik dumps it over right along that net. And that's so tough because she's so imposing on the hard kill, but she is able to send it kind of vertical on that net, Lance, and get it in there.
And find that opening right up.
16th kill sends Curry back to serve for the Tigers, up by 3. In the third set, they're up 2-0. And that one's in.
Being that line judge, as we mentioned earlier in the other games that we did, that's got to be awfully tough because you don't get instant replay.
Bosick from the back gets it down, and here's Ankeny serving now. Kubik handles it. Curry sets it up back to Kubik. There's Barron's with it. Now Lombardi to Curry. And handled in the back there. Schrader tried to dump it over and just couldn't quite get it to go. Good thinking by Fiona Schrader, trying to get that across before the block got set up.
And Ankeny is hanging tough. They just can't get that next point to get within 1.
Hayden Kubik back in with our INT insurance substitution here. And Maddie Kubik serving. Schrader again tried to go quickly against that block, but Hayden Kubik and Allison Blythe right there ready for it. That time, and Maddie Kubik goes back to serve, 17-13. Tigers up. Schrader outside and into the block, and down is Taylor Richards with her 7th kill. So again, Sarah McCullough is back to serve. Can the Hawkettes string some together here and keep it alive in this third set, trailing 2-0? And that one goes off the hands. Ace serve right off of Allison Blythe.
It's almost like she wasn't expecting that.
No, well, kind of like it curved, had a little curve on it, and dumped right in off her hands, Lance. 2-point lead now. Here's the serve again. This time they handled. Curry sets it, and across court is Kubik.
She has had an answer for Valley every time Ankeny has started to try a little bit of a run here.
And Hayden Kubik's picked up a few shots from her sister there. That one again to cross quarter. And out comes Lombardi, and in comes Fuller to serve. And that is off of Behrens. Behrens trying to get out of the way, just couldn't.
This is danger point right here. Ankeny needs to make the stop.
I misspoke. That's Grace Hinkle. That's not Fuller, right? Yeah. And that one's way outside, but dumped across. Schrader, nice job at the net. The 6-foot sophomore, Fiona Schrader. I like the way she plays up there at the net. Done a good job that time, and now she'll go back to serve. Hawkette still trailing. Had it tied up a couple times, but unable to take the lead. Curry sets it outside to Kubik.
Nice dig.
And 2 hits called. Or no, into the net called on number 2, I guess.
It just had a little side spin, and she made the dig, but it couldn't keep it in the court.
Riley Kenworthy in for the Hawkettes. Now it's Fuller back to serve. 2016 Tigers trying to end this in the third set, but the Hawkettes trying to keep it alive, and into the block and down for Ankeny. And it's 2017. Outside to Curry. Behrens up. Off the block. Lombardi handles it. Back set to Kubik. And that just catches the line.
That was very close.
On the end. I was thinking it was going to go out. Yeah.
Couldn't have been more than a couple of inches fair inbounds. 4-point differential here.
Official right there on the end line. Valley like nothing more than to serve this out. Anderson in to serve. And that's in there. Timeout called by Ankeny. We'll take a break and be back with more on the Mid-American Energy Iowa High School Girls Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Dar Danielson, Lance Reno. And looking at it, our Cougar Seeds dig of the match right now, Casey Behrens, the libero for Ankeny.
Agree with that.
Lance, she's had a couple nice ones going down to dig that out on defense. And speak of Behrens, and she shows right up there to handle it. 22-17 Valley, cross court, and that one's down. They can't dig it that time. And it'll be a point Valley, 23-17. So that was our Casey Barron's, our Kruger Seeds dig of the match. Annenson serving, 23-17 Valley, up 2-0. And Annenson keeps it alive. Kubik will just send it over. Schrader back set it and down. Bassick with the kill on that one, her 8th kill. Hawkettes not going down quietly. Casey Barron's back to serve, 23-18. Oh, and hits the net.
That one hurts.
Yep, that does. That puts us at set point, match point here. And back in will be Allison Blythe. A little more size in that front line here for the Tigers. Lombardi serving, set point, match point. Schrader back sets it. And the long, the Tigers will take it 25-18 to advance here. 3-0. They win 25-12, 25-17, and 25-18 to advance here over.
So they play again
Ankeny
on Thursday.
They will play Thursday in the semifinal matchup. And that will be against Centennial. And we'll take a break and come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Iowa pig farmers care. Learn more at iowapork.org.
Whether it's Meatball Monday, Taco Tuesday, Wednesday Wing Night, or Love Me Tenderloin Thursday, Friday Fish Dinner, Saturday Stir Fry, or Savory Sunday Strips, the only place to get your meat is from Fairway. Farm fresh, premium quality, butcher cut, Fairway Meat and Grocery. It's what we're all about.
Here we are on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network. Dar Danielson with Coach Mike Solon. Well, you know you've been here before, but it's never easy, is it? You knew Ankeny was going to make a run at you. They did not. Third set, they kept it close the whole way.
Oh, I mean, you know, we came out fired up that first set, had a lot of adrenaline, but we knew they were going to settle in. And, you know, as we started to play in that second and third set, they just got closer and closer with us. They started to run their offense that I knew that they wanted to do. And, you know, we got a little loose and, you know, we had to kind of call a timeout and talk about it and got it figured out. So,
yeah, I noticed you early on both sides, little long serves and that, just the nerves of getting down here and getting in the tournament, isn't it?
Right. I mean, the first round, you always have a little bit of those jitters. I think any team does. I don't care how good you think you are. It's fun to come in here in this environment and see what the kids do when they have to have confidence and they have to look at each other and help each other out. So,
been really impressed. All the other players seem to know where Maddie Kubik is the whole time. They set her up, and then she's got such a variety of shots. It's just hard to defend, isn't it?
It is, and I think that's what just elevates our team is when you got someone like that you can really trust to put a ball somewhere on the court that the other team's not expecting. It's just a phenomenal boost for the rest of the team to play so hard around her. She's just a great player to coach.
Well, you know what's coming up next, another familiar opponent here.
Yeah, we saw the brackets and who we were going to need to play and what we're going to have to do, and we knew Ankeny was going to be tough, and we also know Ankeny Centennial. We've played them several times. We've had a couple of really good battles with them the last 2 times here at state, and so we're just excited to see what we can do. I think it's going to be a great match for both sides.
All right, congratulations, Coach, and thanks for joining us here. That's Coach Mike Soul from Valley. They win here in straight sets on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Mid-American Energy Sports Network.
Mid-American Energy and you, together partnering to change the energy landscape by pioneering money-saving, energy efficiency programs and building a new industry in Iowa, wind energy, all while keeping your rates low. So what's next? We'll keep delivering cost-effective energy efficiency programs while putting money back in your pocket. That's right. You decide how best to spend your savings. That's a partnership good for you, good for the environment, and good for Iowa. Another way we're obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
They say Buena Vista University is in the middle of a bunch of fields.
Hey guys, wait up!
Game on. They say our idea of fun is morning tea, and afternoon tea,
And anytime tea.
and we hang out like bumps on a log.
They say a storm like Iowa isn't in the center of the action. And when we study, we're not exactly grounded. But you know what we say.
You gotta see it to believe it.
They say Buena Vista.
You just have to get their feet here on the pavement and be. Being in Des Moines, you just get it through the experience.
I'm a fan of a lot of our fast, casual cuisine.
A little theater, some great restaurants.
There's a lot going on musically.
If you can't find things to do in Des Moines,
You must be boring.
this is a magical place.
And back to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Mid-American Energy Sports Network. That wraps it up here for the 5A quarterfinals as Valley wins here straight sets over Ankeny. 3-0. They'll face Centennial, who downed Dowling in their first matchup today, 3-1 here on in Cedar Rapids. So that'll wrap it up here. Again, coming up in just a little bit at 4 o'clock, the 4A quarterfinals, number 2 Cedar Rapids Xavier against number 7 Pella here on the Mid-American Energy Iowa Girls High School Sports Network.